Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Sunday, August 9th. Welcome. I hope y'all have been doing good. Everyone is well. I think it's probably been kind of boring around here. I don't know. To be honest, it hasn't been that I didn't record because I was so busy. I was just lazy. And I wanted to be lazy today. I wanted to take a nap, but I decided I would come do this. Maybe I'll take a nap after. What's going on in our world? Wyatt's girlfriend got here today from Minnesota, and she'll stay here for a couple weeks. It won't make much difference around here. She's incredibly shy and quiet, so mostly we won't even notice that she's here. She'll just kind of stay tucked away in Wyatt's room, or they'll be in the front room or whatever, but it's not like she'll be a big bunch of trouble or anything. And shy and quiet is just unheard of in this house, I can tell you that. What else? Let's see. At about 5 o'clock this morning, the pump to our septic quit working, so I have to order a rebuild kit. I think if I order it this afternoon, it'll be here by Tuesday so that we can get that back working. Let's see. But the good news is that doesn't mean that we are without septic. It just means that the final process in the filtering, where it sprays it out of the sprinklers at the front of the property, doesn't happen. And we should have a tank that's large enough to get us through that until Tuesday. So that's, big fun. I'm building a new fire pit closer to the house. We have one right now, but we hardly ever use it because it's kind of far away from the house. And like if you want to roast marshmallows and stuff, you can't see what you're doing out there because it's too far from the house. So I'm building one closer. What a nightmare. I'm using rocks from here to do it. I think most everything that I'm using is where they dumped the rock that was left over from the fireplaces, which is limestone. I think that that's what that pile of rocks is, because some of them are cut pretty square, but we'll see if it remains standing when I finish. I'm only on the third layer. What else has been going on? Dax and Kirsten are going to Houston tomorrow. Dax's mom is having some surgery Tuesday, which should be a minor surgery. I mean, they're doing it in the day surgery, and she should get to come home, but it's the right thing to do to go be there. So they're going to go do that. I'm going to stay here and wait for the part for the pump so that can get fixed. Gosh, what else? Other fun things? I can't think of anything else. 3 weeks is too long to keep up with stuff that's going on. Made it through another deadline. I turned 54. 50 freaking 4. How does that happen? How did I even get to my 50s? I don't even know. So, thank you to those of y'all that are friends with me on Facebook who wish me happy birthday. I appreciate it. What else? I don't know. I guess there you go. The septic pump breaking is the most exciting thing going on in my life. Oh, I know. Between the hot flashes and the night sweats and the fact that it's summer in Texas and in the neighborhood of 100 degrees or slightly over most days, all of it combined gave me heat rash between my boobs because, of course, why wouldn't that happen? So, yeah, that was great. It's gone now, thank God, but I swear, the hot flashes the night sweats and the probably once or twice a week I wake up somewhere between 2:30 and 3:30 and can't go back to sleep, which is beyond all frustration. I usually don't go to sleep until after 11 o'clock at night, and I usually get up at 5 anyway, so I'm always tired. But this is just even worse, which I think that brings us back around to lazy. Just want to be lazy. But anyway, there you go. Those are all of the really exciting highlights from what's going on around here. Before I forget, I brought out the project bags that Katrina from the Crafty Cataloger made. And I want to show you all those before I forget. First, here's the card that she made that she sent with it. How awesome is that card? Her and Colbin are both excellent card makers. But I have to show you these bags. You know how I love my fancy bags. Oops. How cute is that? Isn't that freaking adorable? And look, Meyer, name brand. They got a name on them. And then this. Aren't those great? Now that I've shown them to y'all, I can put them to use. Okay, so I did stitch, really. I think this one is called Disney Heroes. And I believe that I did Stitch and the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Quasimodo, is that his name? So this is on my list of 20 and 20. Yes, aren't they all? Yeah, I'm like, you know, right here. Yeah, that one should be done right away. Just any time now. I worked just a little bit on my books Animal Advent, and I'm on number 7. I think it's Pierre Penguin. I don't remember. Look, it's right here on top. Yes, Pierre Penguin. I think since last time I finished up the black and put on his little red hat, I have not filled in any of the white. This is also on my list of 20 and 20. I'm on number 7, and I've been working on it for, I don't know, 3 years, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to show you these because they're falling all over the place. I was down to like one pair of scissors in my, actually, no, there would have been 2 pairs of scissors over here in my scissor keeper. And when I just come out here usually on Sunday and pull out what's on my calendar for the week to sew on, to stitch on. And as I opened bags over these, project bags over these last 3 weeks, I found this many pairs of scissors in project bags. Where I guess, like if I was taking it with me somewhere and I dropped a pair of scissors in there. So now I found where all my scissors have gone to. I found scissors I didn't even remember I had. So, you never know. So look, I don't even need to buy new scissors now. I worked on this Snowcat. This is one I started this year in Mania. And I had decided that I wasn't going to do the border on it. And then I made an executive decision while I was stitching it that I wasn't going to do like this part, that I would just do down here. the detail, you know, to show the snow or whatever. But with those decisions in place, I finished it. I was so excited. I am so excited. I finished. Now, granted, it's not on my 20 and 20 because why would I want to finish those? Right? I worked on Abigail's stocking. I haven't worked on Wyatt's stocking at all because when I'm sitting in the house, the light is not good enough. I can't see what I'm doing. So his hasn't gotten worked on. Working on the Disney is very difficult in the house. But it's a 14 count, and Wyatt's stocking, I think, is an 18 count, which the smaller stitches make it even more difficult, for me, anyway. So anyway, I worked on Abigail's stocking. Just a little bit. I think I finished off, look, it's been 3 weeks. I don't even know how to do this anymore. I finished the hat and started the back stitching. So, and they both have, their mouths are made with French knots, so I'm not going to do those till the end. Although I have a lot of back stitching to do because all of this up here, yeah. But, you know, I finished the hat, I felt accomplished. I worked on this one, which I'm once again going to show you, but can't tell. The stocking, one of my 20 and 20. I'll show you this one, like I said, but you can't really tell what anything is, where it's been stitched. Yeah, I think I filled in some of the stuff over here. It's really just kind of pathetic, really. This, too, is on my 20 and 20. I am completely finished, or mostly finished with about that much of it. So, I don't know. I had a lot of things with a long way to go to do 20 and 20, don't you think? I don't even know what I'm thinking most of the time. Actually, that's the truth of the matter. I'm not thinking. I just write them down in order. Oh, look, here's the 20 oldest things. Let's try to get those done. Doesn't seem to be working for me. I worked on this by the trilogy called Round Robin. And when I just started it, I decided I wasn't going to do the vine. It comes with little buttons that go like right here on the vine and stuff. I was just doing the birdhouse and the robin. And I finished it. I know! 2 finishes! I don't know what I think about this. It's so dark. So I can't decide how to finish it because it's so dark. Not that it matters, because we all know that even if I decided how I was going to finish it, I wouldn't get around to it. It would be in my little box of shame, sitting there, waiting for me to do what I decided I was going to do. Because that's how I roll. I worked on this Paisley Pumpkins. It is out of, the Keepsake calendar, Keepsake cross-stitch calendar. I think it was also in one of the magazines. I don't know. But last time I had like the outline for this part and this done. So I finished the outline and I came back in and I started doing some of the filling in. This I worked on one of those 3 a.m. mornings. So I had more time. I will tell you that the lack of sleep doesn't make me a nice person, generally. But there we are. So there we are anyway. I worked on Paula Vaughn. This is on my list of 20 and 20. The round robin that I finished was not, again. But here we go. I made some pretty decent progress. It has taken me forever to fill in, I feel like, this. I have some little ninja stitches like here, and I think there's one on this post. But I got that done, finished. Lots of back stitching needs to be done. I started putting in some of the background, and this is some of the shadowing on the porch and stuff. So I'm doing this stuff right here. I feel like I made really decent progress, and it's actually starting to look like something, but I'm a long freaking way from being done. This is also on my list of 20 and 20. And I'm thinking it's on my list of 20 and 21 and 20 and 22, maybe 24. I feel like I'm missing something. I've worked a little bit on Christmas Gentleman, which is also on my list. I've done, the majority of what I've done when I've picked this one up is back stitching. I filled in a little bit here and on the top. I filled in this little column right here. I finished back stitching Santa. I need to back stitch around the borders for his column. And I've done some more up there on the letters. But mostly back stitching, which really has seemed to go slow. I don't know. And I feel like I'm missing something, because I feel like I should have an additional new start. What did I do with it? I have another new start. I don't know what I did with it, because it's been 3 weeks. I started Autumn at Sinking Creek. Is that what it's named? Yes. And I got a little bit of the sky done. Like, right up here. That's it. This is a hand-drawn pattern. It is this big. It is in red and black. So I finally decided, okay, I'm going to have to go make a working copy where I can mark off what I've done. So I did that. I started, this is Happy Holidays Every Bunny, and I'm doing the Easter one. All the bunnies have antlers with things for the different holidays, but I'm doing Easter. And I'm just doing it on a little piece of pink Aida. This is one that I got from 123 Stitch. Has little grab bags with small cuts of fabric. You get like 6 or 8 pieces of fabric in there. And so we've got one antler. That's about it. Like I said, I started another one. I don't know where it is. Guys, how pathetic is that? I don't know what I've done with it. It is not in my bag. I have this big bag I carry around. I put my projects in it. Like I said, I come out here usually on Sunday and put my projects in there for the week. I guess you'll just have to be in suspense, and maybe at some point I'll find it. I took it out of the bag. Oh, maybe I took too many things out over here. 2, 3. I did. I put it accidentally with my Kit It Up project because I grabbed patterns that I wanted kitted. I got some even weave off of Listia. 3 packs, they're all the same size and everything. And I decided that that would be perfect. I have been wanting to do these forever. And I want to do all 3 of them. These are out of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. This last one was July, August of '86. This is the final one in the series. But I have all 3 of them. I've had these marked to do probably since the 80s. And since I had those 3 packages, I decided, you know what? I'm going to do all 3 of them on the same fabric, even though they're full coverage, you won't see the fabric. But that's what I pulled colors to give my kids, floss colors for my birthday. So they got moved from my want to be kitted box basket into my kitted projects box. I'll still need more floss colors, but at least I'm in the right direction. I was getting down to where I only had like 3 projects. I ordered, and I have it here in the project bag that Ellie Stitches sent me. I put, because I figured what better bag to put it in with, Dawn from Frosty X Stitcher. Frosty X Stitcher, I think, or Frosty X Stitch Dawn. God, I'm having a brain fart, I'm sorry. She sent me this pattern, and so I put in an order at Michael's and got all of the floss for it. And so for my birthday present to me, I'll tell Dax it's from him. Even though I told him he already ordered me a shell and a stand to burn the sage in. I showed him a picture of what he was getting me, and thanked him profusely for it. Anyway, I'm going to order the fabric so that this one will be kitted up, but I did already get the floss. Michael's did not have a big enough piece of fabric. And I just want plain white 18 count Aida, because that makes it harder for me to make mistakes. And I think the colors will pop on white. So anyway, I'll have that one kitted up soon, so at least I'm going to be a few more weeks ahead. But I've been trying to decide what to do. I have enough patterns that I want to do waiting for me to kit them to start a new project again every week next year. I probably have more than that. I mean, I think I've got in this basket enough to get through New Starts in Mania and a new start every week. I can't decide if I want to do that or not. Because if I don't, then I can focus more time. Not that I make great strides on new starts, but even that, it's more time that I can focus on what I already have going, get more things finished, maybe the whole 20. But at the same time, it bothers me for them to be sitting there waiting and not started at all. So I'll decide probably the first week in January, because why not? This week's new start, which was what we were all getting around to anyway, right? It is out of For the Love of Cross Stitch, January 1993. Look at those stockings. How cute are those? And you can do it like boy or girl. That's not what I'm doing though. I'm doing this Ho Ho Ho. You can see here, these are all on sweaters, and I don't know, I don't think they're duplicate stitch. I think they actually did it with waste canvas. I am not doing that. I just liked it. So I have a piece of fabric here, and I started on the H. It actually is going pretty quick. I think that's only 2 lengths of green floss that I worked on it. So, okay, that was the other new start that I couldn't find. I think that is everything I stitched on. I have not done any more of my quilt blocks. The quilt along is over. All of the blocks have been released. I have printed them all, and with any luck, I will get to sew. Maybe I could do something like that on Tuesday morning where I could come out here and do stuff, because Dax won't be here and it won't matter if the dog makes a lot of noise. It won't wake him up. I'm trying to think. I don't know what else. I don't think there's anything big and fantastic going on in my world. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Just work. Yay. Back to work. I've crocheted on my temperature blanket like 2 more rows. Actually, I crocheted like 4, but I put in a couple of rows and realized that the stitch I was doing there, I was just making up as I was going along, and it had nothing to do with what the rest of it had been, so I had to pull those out. And so I'm really only at like 2 more rows. And I think that's it. Yeah. I hope that y'all all have a great week. I thank you for the comments. I have read them, and I apologize for the amount of suck which I possess when it comes to responding to the comments, because I do suck. Thank you for the likes. Welcome to the new subscribers. I appreciate you all, new and old alike, and I hope that y'all get to stitch on whatever you like, and that you have a great week, and hopefully I will see you here next week. Thanks, y'all. Bye.